This child killer that you guys see on my screen, and that is not an exaggeration at all, he's convicted of that. Recently escaped and he was on the run where they caught him. I just want to give you guys this story and let y'all know why this fool was so dangerous. And I'm glad that everybody was on their P's and Q's to try to get him rearrested for killing babies out here in these streets. Let me give you guys the fair usage if you don't know my content. Some viewers, or disclaimer, some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm getting this story, actually a couple sources, abc11.com and dac.nc.gov. So we'll be reading from both of those articles, okay? Let's get his ignorant face back up on the screen. Hillsborough, North Carolina. I'm going to give y'all an L for this. A convicted murderer, a convicted child murderer, let's clarify. Ramon Alston, Alston, has been captured after a 3-day manhunt. So when this was going on, a shout out to the YouTube content creators that talked about this while it was going on. But I'm glad that he was caught. According to the North Carolina Department of Adult Correction, DAC, Alston was captured shortly before 2 a.m. at a hotel on Cloverleaf Parkway in Kannapolis. He has been since transferred to Granville Correctional Institution in Butner. That is the highest security prison in North Carolina prison system. So I'm glad they took this seriously. Investigators refused to say what tipped them off to Alston being at that particular hotel. There was a $50,000 reward up for grabs in that case, but it's unclear if anyone will be able to claim that cash. He was caught. I'm hoping that they will get the money to who deserves to get that money. I don't want to get into the elements of how we were led to the hotel, FBI Special Agent Bob DeWitt said. Keith Acree with the DAC said Alston was taken into custody with the help of agents with the FBI Charlotte SWAT team, Kannapolis Police, and Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department, and no one was injured. I could skip some of this. Check this part out. Because y'all know that there was something, and I'm going to tell y'all, can we get a hashtag when you date thugs, you date death? Let me say that again. When you date thugs, you date death. That is an AFC hashtag. Please share that. Please know that that came from me and me alone. Made this up years ago. It's an idea as a thought, but it seems to be more and more true every day. When you date thugs, you date death. Now, why would I say date this man? Because there was a woman that was identified, and thank goodness that they did. See, he said it looked like a Timu Kendrick Lamar. Oh, my God. He kind of does. He does look like a Timu version of Kendrick Lamar. He not like us. He not like us. He not like us. What? I'm going to do my thing. It is probably a minor. And that's sad. And it actually was a minor that he actually killed, man. Sad. Because that's that baby's GoFundMe page. We'll get back to it. He said a Timu Kendrick Lamar. A woman identified as Jacobia Crisp. Let me see if I can. Do they have a picture of her? I don't think they do. If y'all can find the right picture, don't just go looking up any and everybody's picture. But if y'all can find Jacobia Crisp, her name is spelled Jacobia, last name Crisp, Crisp. Can I find her? Ooh, I might have found her. Yep. Y'all want to see her face? She's got an ugly face, too. Oh, she has an ugly face. How many of y'all want to see what she looks like? Let's get into this. Let me pull it up. The woman who aided and abetted a child murderer was this person. Da 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 da. Good job, police. This is why we need to fund the police instead of defunding the police. Jacobia Crisp was also arrested in Alamance County and charged with felony aiding and abetting a fugitive. Investigators did not go into details about what all Crisp did to help Alston, except say that she drove Alston around. Details about when or where she drove him remain unclear. Investigators also wouldn't say if she was the only one to help or even what their relationship was. I'm going to assume, just because it just follows a ring of what we do in the black community, is I'm going to assume that she was dick deprived and loves her thug. Because if y'all listen to these rap bitches, all they rap about is them loving some thug and some thug dick, and they praise it, and they'll do anything and everything to get it. They will get people killed over it. They will die over it, and they will allow their children to be abused over it. Thug dick. When you date thugs, you date death. And this is Jacobia Crisp, so y'all can see her face on the screen. Can I make her face a little bit bigger? I want y'all to see how ugly she is. God, dog. Like, I know he was just kind of like, shoot. Y'all noticed this woman probably got pregnant at that damn hotel. It don't take them long. Hood hoes love hood dick. Thank you. It's another one of my hashtags. Thank you, Dre. Look at this. What is that on the side of your face, ma'am? Did somebody smack you with a sheet of sandpaper? Or somebody was throwing darts at your face? Like, how can you be a grown woman and just have a face that look like you have not washed it in 4 months? It's beyond me. But I'm just saying. I guess if this man is a fugitive from the law, he knew that was going to be the last time of him getting some pussy. And she was just kind of like, she's going to get the dicking of a lifetime. Oh, my God. Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, my God, because look at this, man. And I go right back to this little baby. We're going to go back and we're going to talk about this little child. The only thing that they said she did was that Chris was not incarcerated when the pair struck up their relationship months ago. The only thing they did say was that Chris was not incarcerated when the pair struck up their relationship months ago. Okay. Alston escaped from the correctional officers Tuesday morning as he was arriving for an appointment at a Hillsborough hospital. Since then, hundreds of law enforcement and public safety officials were involved in the search for him. 2 officers who were transporting Alston have been taken off of transportation duties while an internal investigation is conducted, and I'm glad they are. What ultimately will happen with those officers will depend on what the investigation reveals. Alston will be charged with felony escape from prison. He will continue to serve his life sentence for first-degree murder in the 2015 death of 1-year-old Malia Williams, who was this angel who could have grown up to become anything. And this baby had a bright future and a bright smile ahead of her. This man murdered a young black princess and a potential young black queen. Why? Let's get into the details. Alston was convicted of shooting and killing 1-year-old Malia Williams on Christmas Day in 2015. The shooting happened in Chapel Hill. Malia's mother told ABC 11 then that the children were outside playing with their Christmas toys and she was holding her daughter when someone started firing shots in the area. She was running from the area when she realized a bullet had struck her daughter, Malia. ABC 11 uncovered that Alston recently tried to get his sentence lightened, Records show Alston filed a motion for appropriate relief in October 2023. And this is why I believe like people like this shouldn't ever get a second chance. It should be a life sentence, and there should be no possibility of ever getting out. The 20-page document goes through the evidence and the facts of his case. In the document, Alston claims that the state used misleading evidence in its case. The motion was denied in May, with the judge saying Alston had a fair, full hearing and claims in the motion for appropriate relief lacked merit. Let's talk about this part 2 of the document. Okay, we got that. Aiding and abetting a fugitive, Jacobia Crisp. We got her. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let me give you guys let's talk about the GoFundMe. I forgot about that. So let me at least read that part so we can pay respects to the little baby. Right here. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about her story. Y'all saw her face already. Actually, I think I could put an additional picture of her up here. Yep, I can. Let's do it like that so you can see her face. So in the GoFundMe, they wrote, just 2 days ago on Christmas Day, and this is coming from Adrienne Williams, who is the organizer on behalf of Tylena Williams, who I'm assuming is the mother. 1-year-old Malia Williams was pierced in the head by a stray bullet from a drive-by shooting. According to eyewitnesses, Malia was outside with other children playing with their Christmas toys when someone drove up and opened fire at Trinity Court Apartments. The children were supervised by their parents, and when the kids started screaming, they panicked and grabbed their children. Malia, who was affectionately called Peanut by family and friends, was struck by a bullet in her mother's arms. She is currently in the care of UNC Children's Hospital and has already undergone 2 surgeries. I wish she would have survived. In Chapel Hill, candles, teddy bears, and notes of encouragement adorn Williams' home. You too can show your support by making a donation. So that donation is already closed out. They asked for $7,000, and of course they went above that and got almost $12,500. So let me give you guys the fair usage, and we'll go from there. It's just really sad. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. You guys would do me a favor and share this story and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That helps us out quite a bit. And continue to show your support. You guys know all of the support links are in the description box of each and every video, okay? Here we go.
Now, breaking news from CBS 17 News.
Tonight, the search continues for a convicted child killer who escaped custody in Orange County.
Authorities say Ramon Alston took off on his way to receive medical care. There's now a $25,000 reward being offered for information leading to his arrest. Thanks so much for joining us here at 11. I'm Angela Taylor.
And I'm Rod Carter. Glad you could be here. Authorities say they tried transporting Alston from Bertie County this morning, and they say he escaped while on his way to UNC Health in Hillsborough.
CBS 17's Galat Malaman joins us live tonight in Orange County. And Galat, hundreds of people are out searching for him.
Yeah, and many of those law enforcement officers searching for him were coming in and out of this parking lot of Durham Tech throughout the evening, using it as kind of a gathering spot. A focus right now is ruling out where Ramon Alston isn't. The Orange County Sheriff believes someone probably helped him escape. Above ground, in neighborhoods, and through the woods.
Hospital staff is on the line advising an inmate has just ran from the hospital.
More than 100 law enforcement officers search for convicted murderer Ramon Alston after he escaped from a transport vehicle.
We have very little information or no credible evidence to say where this individual is, and our hope tonight is to assure where he is not.
Orange County Sheriff Charles Blackwood says he doesn't know how Alston got out of his ankle restraints. He says Alston also had hand shackles and a belly chain.
So again, this is already, this is pre them finding him. He's already been found.
Spokesperson for the Department of Corrections says Alston pushed at least one of the 2 transport officers out of the way as he exited the vehicle and ran into the woods next to UNC Hospital's Hillsborough campus Tuesday morning.
someone has an intent to go where you don't know they're going to go, and they run. And it happens bang, bang. The gentleman, as soon as he put his foot on the ground to get out of the vehicle, took off running.
A judge sentenced Alston to life in prison in 2018 after he was found guilty of first-degree murder and discharging a weapon into an occupied building, killing a 1-year-old. A big focus area for law enforcement Tuesday evening is a 1-mile radius surrounding UNC Hospital's Hillsborough campus.
That's a probability circle that we're canvassing. There are many, many other addresses and locations that we are looking at right now. I'm not getting into the strategy on that.
The search did not stop people from going on evening walks, but Melissa Nicewander,
pretty shocked. This is not something you see every day.
Did change up her route.
There's actually a lot of great trails back there out in the woods. I'm not going to hang out in the woods, though. I'm just going to stick to the roads.
Sheriff Blackwood says people should be extra cautious and vigilant, but don't need to stop their lives.
All the sheriffs are out and about, so nobody stopped me, so I figure I'm safe, and they said stay on the sidewalk.
The Department of Corrections spokesperson says Alston's level of restraint and having 2 officers with him are standard for this type of transport. We are expecting another news conference from law enforcement officials tomorrow morning. We will make sure to bring you those updates both on air and online. Live in Hillsborough.
Just as a reminder, he's already been caught, so that's slightly outdated information.
Where we are well into day 2 of that ongoing search in Orange County. A convicted child killer remains on the run. Local, state, and federal officials now join.
Let me skip that one because he's not on the run. He's already been caught.
But we begin tonight with what is being called one of the worst cases of child abuse and murder that prosecutors say they have ever seen.
Officials now joining the manhunt for the escapee who's being described as extremely dangerous. This is the man authorities are looking for. This is 30-year-old Ramon Austin. He's been on the run since early Tuesday morning after escaping from UNC Hospital in Hillsborough.
Officials say they have combed through at least 680 acres so far. The FBI now adding $10,000, increasing that reward to $35,000 for the capture of Alston. Cindy Bay is following the latest developments for us this afternoon. Cindy, what's the latest?
Hey guys, well, we've been watching authorities actively search on the ground here as well, going door to door in this neighborhood on Walter Clark Drive, just showing people a flyer, asking them more to just find out if they could find out more about Ramon Alston. They currently have no concrete leads at this time, but this is all part of a massive search that has been going on since yesterday. That involves K9 and a helicopter to find Alston, who they say ran to the woods yesterday after he was getting removed from the transport van for a doctor's appointment at UNC Hillsborough Hospital. Officials say they searched 580 acres yesterday, including a 1 to 2 mile radius around the hospital facility near neighborhoods around Waterstone. And Orange County Emergency Services Kirby Saunders told us this morning about their strategy today.
Today's effort is to search those areas along those canine tracks to look for any what we call clues. So any signs that Mr. Alston may have been there, any footprints, any discarded remains, handcuffs, a tie, or anything that we can find that would confirm a direction of travel and how he may have evaded capture.
And so as you're looking at the investigators that we've also seen just walk around this neighborhood, we're continuing to follow the latest, just keeping.
We can go ahead and stop that. So again, that's why sometimes these missing persons cases, they can become outdated really, really quickly. So again, he's been caught. He's already been caught. And I hope that he continues to do a life sentence. And this should prove why he should never, ever get a chance to parole, get out, overturn his sentence, anything like that. He should stay in prison for the rest of his life until he gets to meet his maker in hell, because there's a special place for him there. For killing this little girl, for being a thug, behaving in thug ways and thug activity. And let me get his little aiding and abetting little girlfriend, I believe this is his girlfriend. And I don't care even if he was related. They say they don't know the relationship between these two. I'm pretty sure that this man didn't give a damn if they were even related. The fact that he's going back to prison, never to see no possibility of another woman ever again, I'm pretty sure that they had sex. I'm pretty sure that she's pregnant. And I'm pretty sure that she needs about 15 years in prison for helping a baby murderer be on the loose. This woman, Jacobia Crisp. I'm going to put her crispy face back up on the screen because she got these little crisp flakes on the side of her face. So I hope that they give her a prison sentence as well. But again, we got a baby murderer off the streets. I'm glad that they caught him when they did. Thank you guys so much for listening to this story. And hopefully that'll be the end of his life for ending this baby's life. And I hope that we never, ever hear from him ever again. Thank you guys so much.